Hey, what is up everybody? Thank you so much for tuning into another one of my videos. In today's video, we're going to be looking at what just happened with Finance and Scrub Finance. And honestly guys, I'm going to jump right into it. No time for that like and comment stuff today. This is an absolute emergency and I need to address this right away so that people know what to do with their funds, because I do know there's a lot of people invested into Finance, into Savannah, and into Tiger and Lion. So we're going to go through what Finance said, what is the future of Savannah looking like, what is the future of Scrub looking like, real quick. So this is their medium. If you guys look down below, they clarified that they value their community first, and as such they are doing everything in the best interest of the Finance ecosystem and the investors. Now what happened? Within the last 10 days, over 2.2 million USD has been seen liquidated from the Lion Tiger team treasury via the secondary market and sent to a CDC account, causing prices of MMF to also dip, because when Lion Tiger is sold into USDC, this happens. So what happens when Lion is sold? Lion Tiger price drop goes over to Savannah price drop, makes MMF price drop, and you guys can see exactly how the liquidity works here. So feel free to go over that if you want, and this one's kind of a shorter, dumbed down version, and you guys can read this as well. Now if you look over here, you guys can see the entire transaction log, where I assume this is the $2 million that was moved over. Now this is obviously something that the Scrub Finance team is allowed to do, however is discouraged to do at such drastic points, right guys? And it obviously hits the market really hard. We see big red candles, people get uncertain, people start having fear. So although, like for example, as you guys would have seen in my previous video, I did mention that it's normal for, you know, projects like this to take profit. What the Finance team is saying is that it is not good to take profit in such an aggressive manner, which, to be honest, I think that if it is going to hit the charts that hard, you should definitely be taking a profit in a different way. I don't think it's good to be taking profit in such an aggressive manner as well. Now, as you guys can see right here, they clarified this style of profit taking is a huge red flag to our team. With that, we have come to a resolution that we believe would be good for the community. The fact that this is all business and intention is rightly geared towards profit. That being said, the difference lies that we as project devs are building and doing business in Web 3.0, a space that tears down more walls between the consumer and the business. And it goes over what their beliefs are right here. You guys can read that as well. Now, on the contrary, our partner Scrub Finance clearly does not share the same alignment as us, which is their right, but that means it is hard to work together given the stark differences in principle. We tried communicating with the team within the last 12 hours, but wasn't able to get any response, and as a result, we had to take some action. As you guys can see here, what did they take? Well, they're removing the whitelist on Lion Tiger token over the next within 24 hours. They're encouraging people to break their Lion and Tiger liquidity, so their LP tokens, and swap it back to Savannah before the removal of whitelist. They're discouraging users to participate in the bear sale because it would have the same effect on our ecosystem because of bear and M-share, which I thought it was definitely something that was going to add more utility. But alongside the utility of M-share, there's the further possibility that they'll be able to dump M-share, right? And obviously, if, you know, with all due respect, I've spoken to the Scrub Finance team, and if they are going to be dumping Savannah tokens and they are going to be dumping M-share tokens, it's probably better that they aren't coupled and linked with Finance, because that does give them even more exposure. Because obviously, you know, if they are taking profits in such an aggressive manner, me, even as an investor myself, I don't like seeing that. We don't like seeing these big red bars on the candle of $500,000, $1 million sells. So I prefer that, in all honesty. Now, if we look further below, it's unfortunate that it came to this. The Finance will learn from this and continue to do our best and serve the ecosystem to alleviate the situation. Now, here's what I want you guys to see as investors. Our Finance is now considering doing a possibility of launching a token that is also pegged to Savannah, so as to provide the same earning opportunities to all Savannah holders. So in the near future, I do see another tomb fork being created by Finance that will be pegged to Savannah. So similarly to how Savannah is pegged to MMF, they're gonna have another tomb fork that is going to be pegged to Savannah. The biggest difference being our team will retain control of such a project, and 0 tokens will be minted for our team, only for the DAO. Once again, really good. We already see with Savannah, the team does not take any money. It is only the the team does not take any tokens at all. So, you know, once again, it's better for the community. Our team understands that also that an algo pegged token on the Savannah token is something of popular demand amongst our users. Our Finance team is now considering a possibility of launching a token that is algo pegged to Savannah, so as to provide the same earning opportunities to all SVN holders. The biggest difference being our team will retain control of such a project and 0 tokens minted for our team. So it's kind of the same thing here, but reiterated. Now, if we even look above here as well, we recognize that the lack of places where users can get farm yields on their Savannah tokens, and for that, we will launch a single staking Savannah pool on the Savannah desert within the next 48 hours. So once again, right here, guys, we can see the price of Savannah is probably going to come back from this recent dip because of the fact that they are going to launch a Savannah pool. So obviously this is not financial advice, and I suggest that you all do your own research. And although this is kind of negative in the short term, I do think Finance is looking at that mid and long term, and they do feel that, you know, with projects where they do not have control, projects where, you know, they try to communicate with the team and they don't communicate in 12 hours, it brings a lot of fear to the Finance ecosystem and to obviously their own investors. And as such, and there's a lot of drama as well. So in the short term, I do see the price tanking a little bit. However, when this comes up, the Savannah pool comes up, I think the APRs are going to be lucrative, so people will be willing to invest their Savannah. And second of all, if they are going to make a second tomb fork, I do think that is also going to help bring back the Savannah ecosystem and the Savannah tokens. So me personally, I've always been an Finance believer, so I have to focus on Finance. And when I do think about Finance, I see that none of their projects have been rug pulls. None of their projects have been, you know, misused in any way or exploited. So I do definitely think that having my investments with Finance in the long term is safer than having it on a project that they launched, essentially, than having it on a third-party project. Now, so that goes for me. However, as I said, guys, none of this is financial advice. I will be continuing to dollar cost average as I have been taking profits at the top. So I do definitely think that if you do have a stable bag holding, you should definitely consider dollar cost averaging yourself out or yourself in. I personally know I will be staying with Finance because this once again strengthens my belief in the ecosystem, that they have learned from a mistake and they're not going to allow another project to do this ever again. So they're going to be controlling the projects themselves, and that is something I definitely am a big fan of. That is something I definitely am an investor for as an Finance maxi. Now, with that being said, guys, I just wanted to quickly put this video out there for all of you that are being discouraged. I definitely suggest you guys join our Discord if you haven't already. There's everybody here is talking about it, and we're all in the same mindset. So feel free to join our Discord. The link is in the description. I will talk to you guys over there. I might actually even hold a voice chat just in a little bit. I'm gonna let the storm settle, but as you guys can see right now, the price action is pretty nasty. We're looking at $8,900 for M share, a drop from 14,000. And if we look at Savannah, I'm sure the same situation. As you guys can see, Savannah down at 82 cents. So that being said, guys, I know it is a horrific morning, but there is a future to look out for. There is some things coming up that we should definitely keep our eyes out for. That will, in my opinion, bring back the Savannah ecosystem, especially if they do create a second tomb fork for Savannah. That will definitely be a big morale boost and a big confidence boost for everybody, as the tokens will be controlled and the project will be controlled by Finance. Thank you very much for watching my emergency video today, guys. And as always, guys, let's get that bag. Peace.